Hello? How's that, Abby? Can you hear me now? Ideal. Is the level all good? Not too loud? Not too quiet? Ideal. That's what we like to hear, my friend. Where the hell is Squirrel? There. What else am I missing? Looking forward to the race, Abby? Must admit, it's one of my favourite tracks. I do love Silverstone. Well, you know now that you've said that what's going to happen, right? EA watch everything. Yeah, EA seem to have this weird way. It used to be like it on FIFA when I used to play it years ago, because I used to play clubs a lot, and yeah, I'd go for a great streak and everything else with my friends. I would climb the ranks, climb the leagues and everything else. They would have a really bad season, so we used to curse it, put it on Twitter that they were really bad because, once you get so far, they kind of go against you. And then as of FIFA, I want to say FIFA 20, maybe even 19. That was it. We could never win a game. So to this day, I still think EA watch and listen to everything. Hey Dan, how's it going? Yes, we're going to go out with a big bang. We're going to go out with 20 people driving today, which is great to hear. Um, so yeah, last race is site of 2024. And give you a 3-week break, 4-week break, something like that, before the start of the new one. So who am I missing? Missing him. EA are the biggest con artists when it comes to games, mate. Especially EA Sports. They're just a nightmare. I hate them. So who are we missing? We're missing Fabio. Come on, Fabio. Get your butt in here. Both houses. Oh, only one Mercedes. Where's where is he? So both Ferraris, both Red Bulls, both Williams now, both Aston Martins, both Visas, both McLarens, one Haas, two Haas's. So we've got one Mercedes and one Kick Sauber. Who did we put in the other one? There he is. Of course. Let's send him another one. Oh, so many people on here now. Trying to find everyone's impossible. We're missing. There's Axum. Kev's not here. Where's Kev? It's Kev that's missing. No, it's not. Kev's meant to be here. He's there. Don't worry, I'm just being blind. So, still missing 3 drivers. They're going to give them... try and get them in. Apparently they're having a few connection issues. wrong one. So glad that didn't start the game. So stick rows in. Missing 2 more. So where is he? Try that, see if that works. So we're missing someone else. Who are we missing? Is air in here? Yes. Red Bull. Who's in the Alpine? Who did we put in the Alpine? Okay. I think somehow we screwed up. So Skywalker can apparently race now. Alright, sorry for the delay, guys. So it looks like we're only getting 19 drivers tonight. But still, 19 is... Oh no, he's not a new guy. The dude that's normally in the Alpine is one of our regulars, but he's not here tonight. And the guy that's normally in McLaren, who has just arrived, registered late. So, okay, so tier 1. Do not forget to Alex, how's it going, mate? Okay, we got cloudy skies. Doesn't look like any rain at the moment. But this is Great Britain. The weather can change in the blink of an eye. I would know. I live here. Yeah, doing good, mate, doing good. Kind of gutted it's the last race before the Christmas and New Year break. It's been quite fun commentating on you lot. Okay. Format, data, telemetry, and that one. There we go. So 19 drivers, first time for a while. It's nice to see. Could be WSL's glory days back soon. So we've got 3 cars coming out. Which one's going to be first? You've got a McLaren, you've got a Haas. And the Haas will be of Squirrel. So let's stick on board with him. Oh dear Lord, what's he gonna do? Sorry, I'm laughing because, oh, why is that slow as hell? Okay, that's bad. I apologise a second, guys. I have to do something because my new PlayStation has decided to do something that I didn't want it to do. Come on, sort yourself out. Right, that's still glitchy as hell. What's causing it to do that? Alright, that's better. Okay, I think I found the problem. That's a quick fix. There we go. Apologies for that, guys. Had to do a quick sort out. So, Skywalker is currently set the fastest lap with a 27.2. Osminga with a 27.2 as well. 3 times behind is the sister Mercedes. Squirrel has under 127.5 as well. Kevin on a 127.5. Chi on a 127.7. Our newest driver, Sausage is his name within the server, has set a really good 27.8. Panda on a 28, Air on a 28.2, Josh on a 28.2, Arby on a 28.3, Lebanon on 28.8, and our other newest driver on a 31.3. Dan not doing a lap. He's come back in. Sim's going out. B is still sat in there, and so is Fabio. So Mingo's come in. No, Skywalker's come in. Mingo's also coming in. I think most people are just going to do a one lap flyer. In fact, most of them are doing. Kevin's just set or done a 127.5. Oh, Axon's on a flyer. Let's jump on board with him. Currently purple in the first sector. Unfortunately, been plagued with a few 3-second penalties over the season, which has dropped him off ever so slightly from the lead of the championship. So hopefully you can amend that tonight. Purple in the second sector. Managed to keep it within the white lines through that corner. Not the easiest thing to do when you're trying to gain as much time as possible. Oh, loses the rear ends. Very easy to do there, but still goes fastest with a 26.3. I mean, that's quite impressive. Wonder how many more of you could do that. So, let's jump on board as Sim as he starts the flying lap. Currently our championship leader. Let's just sit here and watch it. Nice and tidy through sector 1. Sets a purple sector 1. Ooh, a little bit of a lock up there. Keeps it nice and tight. Doesn't do too bad coming through there. Now heading down towards the old pit start. Nicely done. Going through Maggots and Beckett's. Oh, invalidates his lap, like so many people do there. Magster set a time of 1:30.1. Whoa! Arby, what were you doing? Let's jump aboard of Dan as he on a flyer. Oh, purple in the first sector, yellow flag in sector 1, but doesn't hinder Dan because you know he's way past it, thankfully. But yeah, Arby, could you please explain what on earth you were doing? Fair enough, mate. So here comes Dan, and sector 2, purple. No, that's cool, mate. I was just curious because I just saw you, you know, doing a Valtteri Bottas and cutting the grass. And here comes Dan into the final few corners. Let's see what he can pull off. Got to beat a 26.3. And he goes 27.9. So not quite sure where he lost all that time to. But where's Sim? Still not started his lap yet. So Littman on a flyer. Let's see what he can do. No, it's not that, mate. I just found it absolutely hilarious. So Lippmann 10th up on his previous time. Coming out of the final corner and goes 0.08 of a second quicker than his previous time. So it's an improvement, which is always good to see. Osmingo has done a 27.0. He is the closest currently to Axim. He's 3 seconds down. Alright, Sim again has invalidated his lap. Not having a good time here. Skywalker just in front of him. Let's have a look, see how Skywalker's doing. Yeah, I can imagine your heart rate went through the roof, mate. I'm surprised the game didn't give you a penalty, to be honest. So Skywalker 2 seconds down. What do you mean I hadn't played it in 2 weeks? It's just a crap game overall, Dan. So Squirrel 13 seconds slower than his previous time, so obviously had some issue there. So stay on board as he decides to go for another one. Oh, Race Kit's improved on his lap. He's gone on a 28.8. Well done, mate. That's nearly a 3 second improvement on his previous fastest lap. So Axum's still the one to beat on a 26.2. Let's see how Squirrel does at the end of Sector 2 going through Maggots and Beckett's here. Nicely done. Comes out and he's 3/10 up on his previous time. Let's just hope none of these cars get in his way. Ferrari moves nicely out of the way. Let's hope it didn't hinder him. Very close to the line on that one. And crosses the line on 7/10 quicker. Goes third on a 126.8. What a lap that was for Squirrel. And Sim, whilst we were watching all that, goes second with a 26.4. Less than 0.2 of a second between him and Axim, the two title contenders currently. So Kev is 1/10 up currently on his previous time. Nisha's also improved. She's gone on 29.9. Fabio's on coming out, so he's going to be doing a lap in a second. Two tenths up on his previous time now, so it's definitely climbing. A bit more of a gap between him and Kitch. Ooh, very close there to and improves by 0.2 of a second, so brings him a little bit closer to Skywalker there. Who else? Kitch is out on a flyer, so let's jump on board, see what they can do. 10th up, brings him a little bit within the gap of Kevin, so that'll be pretty good for him. So around the final few corners comes Kitch. Not going to be in the 26s. Does improve by 0.6 of a second. Goes fifth with a 127.1. A nice improvement there. Kev currently 12 seconds down. Lipman 10th up on his previous time, but this is the guy we want to watch because he's on his first flying lap. Sim is retired, so he is happy with his 126. So second sector on a 106.6 for Fabio. That's quite impressive, but no DRS open going down the straight. That's going to be a bit of a hindrance there. Around the final corner, sets a 131.9. So Mingo 10th down on his previous time currently. Let's jump on board with him as he's trying to hunt down Squirrel here. Ooh, goes awfully wide there and invalidates the time. He's not going to have time to do another one, unfortunately. Kitch against, let's see what Skywalker does here. Dan currently down in 11th still. So Skywalker do here. Ooh, 10th quicker again. Could potentially move up to 5th, maybe even 4th. So Dan goes up to 6th currently with his 127.127, 0.02 of a second slower than Kitch. Could be an interesting race between those two. Skywalker coming out of the final corner, crosses a line on a 126.9, goes 4th. Pushing Ospingo and everyone else down one. So this is how it ends, people. Axel in first on a 126.2, Sim on a 126.4 in second, Squirrel in third, Skywalker in fourth with an amazing last flying lap there, Ospingo in fifth, Kitch in sixth, Dan in seventh, Stickwa in eighth, Kevin in ninth, Arby in 10th, new driver username in 11th, Josh and Panda not having their best qualifying, down in 12th and 13th respectively. Aaron 14th, Race in 15th with an impressive first qualifying. Lippman in 16th, Fabio 17th, RB in 18th, and B in 19th. So yes, there is our qualifying for tonight. Didn't have the time. Fair enough, Sim. But still, less than 2/10 behind the pole sitter, and knowing what you're usually like with your strategies and everything else, you should do pretty well. Who we got? So, currently it looks like it's going to be a nice race, nice weather at least. Don't forget, do not ready up until you are told, if anyone is actually listening. Right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them starting on softs, which means 8 starting on mediums. Not quite sure why on earth you would start on the softs this early in the race. How is Skywalker third? You're not third, drop back. That is something you can be penalised for. Oh, and there you go into AI mode. Like, really, read the rule book. Alright, so we'll jump on board with Squirrel because going to be starting in third. It's a good place to watch the start of the race from. Everyone else seems to be driving alright. So there's your possible race strategies. Soft to mediums, soft to hards. Or you could reverse it and go mediums to softs, because obviously you'll be able to go on a longer strategy. Everyone currently seeming to get their positions correct. Don't like this camera angle. Oh, username was the only one that got it wrong so far. Nope. Yes. So username the only one getting that wrong. It's not the easiest thing to do all the time. Okay. 4 lights, 5 lights. And away we go here at Silverstone, and Axim getting an amazing start. Skrill getting a really good start as well. And so is Skywalker around the outside of Sim. 3 wide into turn 3 is not going to work. Oh, looks like we have some bodywork come off someone in the back there. Be interesting to see who that was off. And here goes Squirrel and Sim down towards the long left-hander here. So we've got a few position changes going on here. Kitsch out 8th, Littmanen up into 12th. Panda having a really bad start there. Fabio and B. Oh, B is in AI mode. Either that or he is not connected to the race properly. But yes, let's go back towards the top where we got these lot fighting currently. Panda getting past user there. Dan up into 6th. That was a really good start. So, first lap. Oh, race and user having a good old scrap there. Oh, and in comes one of the Red Bulls. Might be him that had the problem. Osmingo! Osmingo has lost it and is slipping down the order. That's really sucks for him. Oh, look how close Sim and Axim are getting there. And Squirrel close behind, so Skywalker. And Dan slipping a little bit further behind, now being left wide open for Kevin. His DRS here. Down the inside he goes. Ooh. Skywalker getting his elbows out there. Got some great racing today, and everyone is really close. Kev's the only one a little bit further down from the front 4, and then everyone's pretty close after that until you get to 15th, and then the gap spreads out a little bit more. So we could be seeing lots and lots of battles here today. So Squirrel making a lunge down the inside of there, and Axim getting his first 3-second penalty of the race, and then a 10-second penalty, and then retires in the pits. Not quite sure what happened there. Hopefully it's not due to his game, because I know he's been having a few issues recently. So that now, well, will allow Sim to extend his lead up front. Dan managed to get back past Kev here, but Kev's going to be all over the back of him with his DRS, with Kitschke right behind as well. Not going to make the move just yet though. Magster with a 3-second penalty for crossing the white lines. So Littmanen gets past air there, down the inside before Cops. Ooh, that's a brave move. Round the outside of Cops there. Still side by side, nearly 3 wide. Osmingo. No, Sequa. Still literally there on the inside. Round the outside. Wow, this is some racing we got here with these guys. Looks like Squirrel manages to get the move done on Sim there to take the race lead as well. Is he going to be able to outbrake? No. Ooh, be very careful there, Skywalker, because you really don't want to go into the side of Sim. So Squirrel setting the fastest lap. Panda now getting up to 12th. So Dan's managed to get back up into 4th, but he's going to be left wide open to the 3 behind him. Squirrel's got some really good pace on him here to be able to keep ahead of Sim there. Ooh! Little bit of a kiss in the gearbox there from Sim. 2 different speeds going through the corner. Dan managing to stay ahead of Kitch there at the end of the DRS. Yeah, pretty much flat out through there, which is nice to see. Lipman with a 3-second penalty. They're just falling like flies at the moment. Nicely done to get through there. Sim DRS wide open. Doesn't make the move just yet. Does make Squirrel aware that he is there. Kitch and Kev getting the move done on down there. Arby literally right behind them. Josh with a 3-second penalty now as well. So that's 3 of the drivers with them. So then down to turns 1, 2 and 3. Nice little gap between them. Thing is, the race is going to slowly start coming to Sim here because he's on the alternative strategy. Ooh, little bit of a squirrel there. Strangely enough for Squirrel. So let's see how it goes. No, Sim doesn't make the move. And neither does Kev down there. Josh getting past Wasmingo. He's now being hounded by both the McLarens. Littman up in 10th there, having a really good race. Fabio round the outside of Racekip there. Skywalker now with a 3-second penalty. So that's going to put a bit of a breathing space at the end of the race for Sim and Squirrel. Looks like Sim got a much better drive out of that turn than what Squirrel did. Allows DRS to work in his favour. Kev getting past Gitch. And so does Dan. Oh, what on earth happened there? I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think maybe Kitch turned in a little bit too much and caught the rear end of Dan there. Looks like Josh had a bit of an issue somewhere, but he's back up. Panda getting Magster, sorry, getting up ahead of Race there. They're having a nice little scrap back there, aren't they? Ooh. Be very careful. So Sim manages to stay out in front. Kev now a little bit all on his own. And then you got these 3 in close proximity of one another. It's going to be a nice little DRS fight down the back straight. B's starting to close in after whatever happened with him because he's 11 seconds back. Username's managed to close in after his lap 1 pit. So it looks like the tyres are starting to come to Sim here. Are you still driving? Oh, is that your... Oh, yes it is. Did you disconnect from the game, Brian? So yeah, it looks like the softs are starting to die ever so slowly. because the medium runners are definitely having better fortune now. So we have a yellow flag in sector 2, not quite sure what it was. Looks like Osmingo just got past Josh there. Josh is so close behind. I love these helicopter views. And the McLaren, Aston Martin guys are so similarly paced. It's unreal watching these two. So you got Osmingo up past Litmanum. Kitch got past Arby. And it looks like we got Skywalker and Kev both into the pits. Looks like you could start seeing the soft drivers jumping in. You do. Litmanen's coming in. You got some of them deciding to stay out. So Skywalker's gone on to the hards. So is Litmanen. Wonder if they're going to try and do the one stop and hope there's no safety cars. So out of the 19 drivers we had, we still got 18. Dan all on his lonesome here. You got third, fourth and fifth, all pretty close together fighting for that final position. Oh, and there it is. Arby's diving into the pits. So is Mingo. Mingo on the mediums, diving in at pit 8, at lap 8. So Sim out in front by 2.5 seconds. And you got these two fighting for third. Dan a little way off. So Skywalker on hards. I'm not quite sure why you would do that. I know the mediums can last a fair while here. Kitch round the outside of the Mercedes there, taking third position. Nice and cleanly done. Now they got 7 seconds to hunt down Squirrel, who's up in second. Yeah, Dan's starting to lose time quite a bit behind these two. Panda with a 3-second penalty. I think that's both Aston Martins now that have got a penalty. You got Air, who's not far behind these two, still within DRS range. Oh, we got a yellow in sector 3. That is a Ferrari. One of you had a bit of an issue coming out of the final turn there. Often happens. Lipman getting past user there. So Magster up into 13th and doing quite well. I'll be just ahead. So Dan still maintaining that 4.5 seconds, but slipping behind more and more. Definitely trying to hold up for the one stop. So Kitchen Saint are battling out for third here, doing really well. Oh, Sim had an issue and is now slipped down to second. Not quite sure what happened there, but oh, Lipman with a 3-second penalty. I know he was like 2.5 to 3 seconds ahead of Squirrel there, so that's a bit unfortunate for Sim. Now he'll be cursing himself for that. Brings these two a little bit closer towards the front two now. Mercedes with DRS wide open, thinks about it, but decides against it for now. Josh and Panda exchanging positions there. Love watching drivers take different lines through that corner. And there is the amazing helicopter view, watching these two come through here. DRS wide open. Mercedes should get it this time round. Yeah, down the inside. Respectable fighting from these two. Has been great watching it so far. So Squirrel now into the pits from first. It's now going to let Sim back into first position for now. In theory, most soft runners should pit now. So Fabio's in as well now. How many other fights we got? Oh, we got Skywalker ever so close there to Kev, but is he close enough to get the DRS? No, yes he is. So that's going to bring him ever so slightly closer. Username's in now as well. So what does Squirrel come out on? Squirrel comes out on the mediums, which is kind of what I expected. Fabio as well has also come out on the mediums, and so is Race. So yeah, if you go in sight for the one stop around about the time to do it, I wouldn't be too surprised if Dan thinks about coming in this lap. Ooh, Kitch making the early call. Gets the line perfect. Yep, I thought Dan would make the call now. That brings the Aston Martins up to 4th and 5th. So Kitch is going on to the hards. What's Dan going on to? Dan's going on to the mediums, which is what I expected. Going on to the hards was a little bit questionable. If you're doing the early pit, then yeah, I would have said the hards, but so Sim comfortably out in front now. And two McLarens are now 7th and 8th. These two comfortably out in first and second. Two Aston Martins pretty close together. So Skywalker should get the DRS down the back straight here. He's well within the 1 second gap, and Josh getting another penalty there. I think that's him up to 6 seconds now. Yes, it is. So that brings Skywalker a little bit closer, but our entire advantage goes to Kev because he's going to have better grip coming through a lot of corners. So, but Arby closed the gap quite nicely to Kitch here. So we've still got two people on, or one on softs. The Ferrari moves nicely out of the way there for the two lead cars to come through. Littleman making the move down on username there. I think username's tyres are pretty much done now. But Dan is closing in on air and should be able to get the DRS down into the back straight here, or hanger straight. So we have a yellow in sector 2. So Kitch managing to get past Arby there. Around the outside, which was bravely done, but well done regardless, because it's not an easy move to pull off. Josh is coming to the pits. He is the first to be on the softs from the medium runners. So we've got two battles coming down this straight. We're going to have Skywalker and Kev, and we're going to have Arby and Kitch. Skywalker thought about it. He's definitely got the pace. He's just got to find the right time, and it looks like he could be down the hanger straight. So Sim now out in front now by 7.5 seconds. Managing his tyres quite nicely. So yeah, this is going to be the time for Skywalker to be able to get the DRS done on section 2. That's Ferrari just pulling over. Comes out from behind Kev, and round he goes. Kitch has already got the job done on Arby. Panda into the pits. Going to be the second one onto the softs here. So Dan must have had an issue somewhere because he was closing in on Arby. But he's now 8 seconds behind. He's got Air and Josh literally on his tail. Sector 3. Who is that? No. I think it was someone having an issue coming out of the final turn there. So yeah, Dan's going to have a bit of an issue having these two hunting him down. Around the insides. Nicely done. Is he going to... No, I thought he was going to try and come back at him. Decided against it. But it's going to give him DRS down the hanger straight. Kev still pretty close to Skywalker here, but not quite close enough. 0.6 of a second is a little bit too much down that back straight. So both the race leaders have come in for the pit, Sim's going back out on softs. Is he going to get out ahead of Squirrel? It's going to be awfully close. No, Squirrel's going to get past him. And Osmingo with a 3-second penalty for track limits. He's really not having a good day today. So even Skywalker managing to get past as well. And Kev ahead of second place Saint. Sim coming out in second there. Not quite sure what. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I know who that is now. Okay. Thought that was Squirrel for a second. So, Sim has 9 laps to hunt down Squirrel and take the race win. Skywalker's currently third with Kev chasing him, for right hot on his heels. Mercedes a little bit further back, but he's on fresh softs. And then we got Arby and Kitch here. Nice little onboard view there. So Kev gets back past Skywalker there with the assist of DRS. Arby and Kitch exchanging positions. Compromised his line there going into the braking spot by trying to block off Kitch from making an attempt down the inside. Dan, Aaron, and Josh still in this battle. And then we've got poor Osmingo, literally loses it coming through the corner as we go on board to watch him. But manages to gather his car quite nicely. Losing a few positions because of that, which sucks, because he's generally got a pretty good pace on him. So Dan really close to the back of Air there. Oh, is he going to attempt the audacious move around the outside, or is he going to go for the switch? Ooh. Looks like they both got about the same pace coming down there. Old start finish straight there. Is Dan going to think about it? Nope. Didn't want to reenact the Lewis and Max Cops Corner thing. This is some really good racing by these guys. So close. Dan getting much better drive out of that corner. Switch to the inside. There we go. DRS wide open. He's going to get that done. Sim Racer setting the fastest lap of the race so far on a 128.1 on his softs there. So he's definitely hauling in Squirrel very, very quickly. Skywalker falling off the boil to the front two. Kev's still well within the second of him. Saint closing the gap between sight in front. So it's going to be a 3-way battle with them by the end of it. Dan is slowly closing the gap here on RB. So the three of them pulling each other along, which is really good. Username and Kick also having a good little scrap here. But let's take our attention to the front two, because Sim has rapidly closed that gap. And those softs have really just come to him. DRS wide open. Is he going to make the move down the inside? Yes, he is. And he's going to get it done nice and comfortably there. Let's take the race lead once again. Now all he's got to do is just build that gap up. Whoa, something happened there, I think, between Kev and Skywalker, which allowed Saint to get back up into third. Something I unfortunately missed. Kitch and Arby still quite close together. Saint now setting the fastest lap on a 121.01. Ever so slightly quicker than what Sim managed to do it in. So Josh has managed to get past Air here. That ghost is going to be really off-putting. This is why we like people to retire in the pits, not just leave the game. So it's going to leave Dan wide open to Josh's DRS here, and they're slowly building that gap with Air just behind them. Panda not that far behind them. So Josh getting around the outside there. Nicely done. Another good respectful racer we have. Let's jump on board with Kevin Skywalker for a second as they continue their battle. The Mercedes is literally just pulling away from them now. And there goes Kev down the insides. Oh, didn't quite make it stick though. So Dan getting the job done on Josh there. RB and Kitch still 6th and 7th. Both these McLaren drivers doing really well today. So Sim pulling out a 2-second gap. He's away now. Kevin, and the position changes again. Just behind them. Is Josh close enough? No, he's not. I think maybe Dan might now start ever so slightly eking away from Josh here. I think the tyres they're going in Dan's favour here. You just got to keep it clean and tidy. I think with Kev it might be the other way round. Well, he's still managing to stick within a certain time frame. Ooh! What was that? I'm not quite sure what that was. Osmingo with another 3-second penalty there. So they're both missing front plate on, or front end plate on their wings. Wow. This is interesting. Alright, Skywalker, stop deliberately going slower through corners. We're not an open lobby. Sorry guys, I'm going to stay on board with this for a second because this is not how we want WSL. Okay guys, seriously, pack it in. Air managing to get past Josh. Dan is slowly closing in on RB, but it is very, very slow now. Sim's like 4 seconds ahead of Squirrel there. And these two are driving pretty badly, if I'm honest. What they don't realise is it's allowing the two behind them to catch up. are two behind them really close. They're closing in as well. Aaron, Dan having their good old battle as well. Right. You two will be in the steerage room after this race. Right, so back to the race. Kitchen RB still within 0.4 of a second to each other. I think the tyres may be in Kitch's favour here. It seems to be getting much better drive out of a lot of corners. Only got 2 laps left. Osmingo with a further 3-second penalty. He is really not having much luck this race. He's now up to 9 seconds along with Josh. Panda and Josh exchanging positions again. But there's 4 of them within close proximity here of 8, 9, 10 and 11th. Here comes Kev down towards the left-hander. I'm not sure what on earth is going on here, but this is ridiculous between you two. So Kev getting past Skywalker there. Sim on to his final lap. We will join him in just a second. Username with a further 3-second penalty to his name. Right, I've seen enough. I have really seen enough. So we'll jump on board the Sim Racer as he comes around the final few corners to take another victory here at WSL. This will be his 7th victory this season. Definitely commanding it really, really well. And there he goes across the line to take victory here at Silverstone. Squirrel coming around to take second. Saint coming around the final few corners to take the last position on the podium. Skywalker definitely does not deserve to be where he is. But Arby, after qualifying, I can't remember where it was quite low. Coming out on top to take 4th. Kevin taking 5th, Dan taking 6th, Hitch 7th, Skywalker 8th, Aaron 9th, Panda and Josh 10th and 11th. Osmingo with an absolutely, quite possibly his worst race with us, unfortunately. Lipman going across the line on 13th, Fabio in 14th. Username and 15th. But yeah, not a bad race overall. There are a few of you that are not going to like what comes up. But there we are. Victory at Spain. No, Silverstone for Sim Racer. Well done. Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations to Squirrel and Saint as well for claiming the positions on the podium. It was great racing from you guys. So yes, there we have it, guys. It's a top 12 score for us. So first is Squirrel, Sim. Second is Squirrel. Third is Saint. Fourth is Abby. Kevin in fifth. Dan in sixth. Kitch in seventh. Skywalker in eighth. Air in ninth. And then Panda and Josh in 10th and 11th. So yes, thank you guys for joining us. It was a pleasure being here, and my PlayStation actually not crashing. It's not so much the Visa. If you watch the race back, it's more the McLaren. However, I'm staying out of it for now because I'm one of the stewards. So if it ends up in there, then we'll have to deal with it. But yes, you had a good race though, mate. You came out pretty high up, which is good for you. So that is it from us for this year, at least. We will see you in the new year in 2025. Hope you all have an amazing Christmas and an amazing New Year. And yes, keep it easy, and I will see you all on the other side. Until then, take care and have a good time.